Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. How you guys doing today? You know, I'm doing really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I'm having a really great day. We are back. It's Monday, hopefully. I've been very reliable in this whole getting the videos done on the day that I want to get them done thing, but hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. Today, well, you know what? Last episode, if you guys missed it, you guys would have not have seen that we built this new thing. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I've done some changes to it, which we'll see. We'll kind of check that out in just a second. But I've been doing some things this last episode. If you guys did not watch that, or if this is the very first episode of the series that you guys are watching, check the description out. There's a playlist down there. I highly recommend it. Go check that out. Watch the series from the beginning. It makes a whole lot more sense. I think we're on like episode 25 or like a quarter of the way through to episode 100, which I don't know if we'll ever get to. But today, I wanted to do some things around with this. So if you guys don't know what this is, it's a blacksmith area. It's got that blacksmithy medieval appeal, and I've worked around with the design for the furnace. I kind of added some more lava spots, and I, redesigned how the flames were working, and I think it looks a lot better now, and I did kind of made it a little bit more symmetrical. I added some anvils on the side, some benches. Oops. Squirt that back there. And I've added a bench over here. They don't really do anything other than have aesthetic appeal to them. I think it looks really, really cool. I've also done some things around. I've added some flora, and I've changed some things about this. I have a friend, I have a busybody friend with a fancy new engineering degree who decided to tell me that this tower is a terrible spot, which we will actually kind of get into in just a second. They might have been right. I messed around with this thing. So not just him. I had a couple different people point out the fact that the tower, if you guys don't know what it was doing before, it was basically doing its connection point here, and it was following the curvature of the actual island itself. And I've said it before that it bugged me, but I didn't feel like fixing it. So I decided to kind of work around with it due to his he wanted me to fix it, so I decided to fix it. So I have it now connected on the diagonal bits, but I still have a problem. The entire reason why this tower is here is because I wanted to have a centralized point being here, which is kind of centralized. I think it's like a block off on one of these sides. I don't feel like figuring out which one it is, but it's kind of centralized with the mouth of the river itself. And I wanted to make it to where this was going to be the center point of the entrance gate, because we're going to have a gate here. We're going to have a really cool arch gate here. I wanted to have it a centralized point with the mouth of the river and between these two towers. So I think I counted it. There were 6 blocks on this side, 6 blocks on this side. Everything's great, happy, and super awesome fun time. But I didn't calculate in the border at the bottom. So if you guys don't know how I make these towers, I have a centralized circle, and then I go out from the bottom 4 blocks on each side to make the base. I didn't originally plan for that when I first put these towers in, so those guys move that way a little bit. So thank you for reminding me and showing me my poor planning skills. So I am gonna have to move this base. Did any of you get any of that? For those of you who aren't building geniuses like me, I'm super great at this. I'm gonna have to move this over 2 blocks in that direction, just because the base itself is gonna have 4 blocks in this direction, but because of how Minecraft diagonals work, that means that it's gonna go over 2 blocks in this direction. So that means I'm going to have having this like cut off by 2 blocks, and it won't be center any longer. Now I would then have to move this over to here. This would not be centered with this, and it would indefinitely bug me. So to make things easier, I'm gonna move this circle this way 2 blocks. So yeah, that's a thing. Also off screen, I have put in some trees. Anybody see this? It looks great, doesn't it? I think it looks awesome. It gives me like this natural canopy look. So I did this tree on purpose. Put this one here on purpose, and I was originally just gonna put a small tree right here, but I got this humongous giant tree that hung over the roof, and I think it looks great. That was a lucky, lucky, lucky thing that happened there. Hopefully nothing catches fire. Just don't blow on these fires. It wouldn't end very well. So today, I want to start working on getting my automatic smelter going, and also I'll try to get this tower completed and start working on this wall here, so that way we can get those things going. So the first things first, I gotta figure out which furnace I'm going to be doing. So I was doing some research there are a bunch of different automatic furnaces, with each one of them with their various extenses, like, of just, like, complexity. And some of them are more complex than others, some of them take up more rooms than others, and I just gotta figure out which one I want to do. Originally, I was planning on doing Slipgator's design, but I don't know if it's going to fit in the area that I have here. Even though it's a compact furnace pod, I don't know if the entranceway is gonna be to my liking, because he doesn't have a way for me to open up the entrance. Because what I ultimately wanted to do, and which really, it's gonna be hard to accomplish, is I wanted to take this block, move it back, and then be able, well, not necessarily that block. Hold on, what did I do? Can I put that back? Can I, like, light this block? There we go. Not that block. I wanted to make this block move out of the way, me able to drop down into the compact furnace pod, use it, be able to jump back up, everything's good in the hood. But I have nowhere to really put the piston to move this block. So I would have to try to do some kind of double piston extender, and that would kind of mess up with the furnace array. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I want to think about what I'm gonna do with that. Grr, you master engineer. Why do you gotta make things so complicated? Everything I'm moving is making me have to change a bunch of stuff. Why do you gotta make me do more work? So I have moved this tower this way just a little bit, which has made this symmetrical, but now it's thrown this off. So I can either do a couple different things. I can either move this entire piece inward to match this, but then it'd tear off a whole bunch of land, ruin the road here, and I don't want to do that. I could then, or, well, even if I did that, it would then mess this up here, and I don't want to do that. So I guess what I could do, I could tear this tower completely out and just connect it like in an L shape. And I really don't want to do that because I think this will be bare. It needs a tower. So I got to keep that tower there. So now I think what I'm going to do in order to make this work, because this looks stupid, I think I might move this way a little bit and then have it connect in this spot here. So basically this piece of wood's going to be here. This is going to be there. It's not going to look perfect, but it's gonna look better than anything else I can think of. Well, actually, the best way to do it, the best looking way to do it, would just be to move this way, tear half the island off, and then have it connect there, but then I won't have a lot of room to work with in here, and I don't want to do that. So, I think I'm gonna move it this way. I think that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Thanks, buddy. All right, I'll admit it looks better. I'll admit it does look a little bit better than what it did before, you know, when we had that whole jaggedy bit there. Okay, it was gonna have to be done eventually. It looks good. I'm happy that we did it. So what I'm gonna have to do now off screen is I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this area with land, and I'm probably gonna end up putting another big tree here. I've been obsessed with big trees here lately. I just love the aesthetic appeal of all the big trees that I've been doing, so I'll probably have another big tree here, and then of course we'll carry on the road this way and connect it to the other bit on the other side. Enough with the building with the wall stuff. Everything's fixed now. You all can relax. Get on with the automatic smelter, Mr. Ballantyne. What am I doing? Oh, if you were just wondering, I just so happen to be going through my strip mines right now, gathering iron, because I have completely ran out of iron. I have absolutely no idea how that happened. It might be because I've been using up a ton. Hello. Hey, buddy. Cover that right back up, but it might be just because I've been using a ton of hoppers lately, but I've run completely out of iron, which is just fantastic, which is great because the build that I want to do today requires lots of hoppers. So I am currently running through my strip mine getting iron. Gotta love it. I left this stuff behind because I usually I do use it, but whenever I get it, whenever I find it, I'm just like, this is the thing. I never really need it. Of course I do. I guess when I'm down here, I'm more so wanting diamonds. So that's like the thing that I'm always looking for. I'm never looking for iron. But yeah, this is the little things, man. The little things you guys just don't ever get to see. Ugh. I need a beacon! Ugh, I need a beacon so badly. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Digging holes is fun! Oh. Just for context, I've decided to go with a bigger design for the furnace than I was originally planning on it. Just because I wanted to have fun. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with redstone, but also I wanted it to have expandability, so to say. So just in case if I wanted to make it bigger, I can do that. But, so that's gonna require me to have a bigger room. So I'm having to dig out a bigger room than I was planning on doing. It's really strange that I can hear the fire from down here. I guess it really wouldn't. I mean, there is a hole, but I don't think sound travels that way. It is what it is. So I've dug a hole. I've dug a giant hole. And we're going to be filling this with some amazing redstone technology. So stand back, peeps. I'm about to try to explain some redstone science. So no, this design isn't very redstone intensive. It only uses some regular redstone, some comparators, a couple repeaters, tons of freaking hoppers. I've actually got space for 2 of them. So I was originally going to use Slipgator's design, but because the footprint was a lot smaller, but the usability and the utilitarian of it wasn't enough for my taste. So I've decided to use one of Mumbo's designs, which I'll be leaving the link to it in the description if you guys want to go check his video out. He explains it a whole lot better than I do, but we're going to try to build it together. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a footprint of a 4 by, actually this thing's expandable up to a 14, but you don't have to have it 4 by 14. You could have it 4 by 6 or 4 by 4, and it will still work. It's expandable in the lengthy direction, in the directions that we're going to be placing the ferni. Now, you can have these up. He actually has a design where he hooks 4 of them together using a tons of hoppers, but I don't even have the, I think I'm going to have enough hoppers to do 1 of them. 1 max size, but I'm definitely not going to be able to do 4. I probably won't even do the second, but I am going to have the outline here just for whenever I do get the hoppers and the iron for it, I can go ahead and build it. So let's go ahead and build this sucker. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to make yourself a hole or just do this out in the open if you want to do it out in the open. It is kind of ugly. That's the reason I'm hiding it underground. So what I am going to now do is I'm going to take some ferni. I'm gonna have a 4, and this is stretched out that way by 14 blocks. I'm gonna go ahead and look at the second one, and I'm gonna place a furnace. Now I'm going to line these furnaces down this direction 14 times. Now the range for it is limited to 14 because that's how strong redstone signals can send. So basically, I could have this 6 long and it'd be fine, and I could have this 13 long and it'd be fine. But if I had it 15, the last furnace wouldn't work because of how strong the redstone signal is. So we'll kind of show that off whenever we get to it. Okay, so we've got this line of ferni, and I would recommend keeping it 1 off the ground, or you could have it on the ground, but you're gonna have to dig out the ground because there's gonna be hoppers underneath it. Maybe I will put it on the ground because then I can put the chest in the ground. I don't know. We're just gonna demonstrate this real quick. Okay. So what you're gonna want to do next, grab yourself some hoppers. This is where all the hopper fun happens. Go ahead and put a hopper in each of these furnaces. All right, cool. So we've got hoppers in each of the top of the furnaces. On the very back wall, aim a hopper into the wall, or you can put a block there and just aim it into the block, and then have them going in this direction, each one of them feeding into the hopper in front of them. Should probably hollow this out 1 more. Then you're gonna want to take yourself a comparator, sticker here. Want to go ahead and then hit this block here. Stick a... Hold this out a little bit. I should have probably gone a little bit more. Oh well, hindsight's 20/20. Ah, much better, much more room to work. Okay, so next you're gonna want to have your comparator going into a block on this top row. Have yourself a torch, bam, right there. Have yourself a block right here. Have a repeater right here. Aiming that direction, and this guy should light up, which is great. And then line a line of blocks through here. Now I'm probably gonna go back through here and make this look a little bit better later by adding like stone brick and some things to make this kind of decorative, but for right now stone will work. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take some redstone, line this sucker right this direction, and as you can see, the redstone will power all the way to this block. All right, now let's go to the back of the furnaces. We're gonna repeat the same process, having hoppers going into the back of each one of these fernis. Then we're gonna go all the way to the end of the line and do the exact same thing that we did on that side. We're gonna have a hopper facing into on the very end, facing into that direction, and we're gonna have them lining up just like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and take ourselves a comparator, sticker like, nope, that's not a comparator, sticker like that. We're gonna have ourselves a didn't mean to fall down. We're gonna have ourselves a repeater sticking right here. Then we're gonna have a redstone torch sticking right here. Should turn on this repeater, and we're gonna have a line of blocks just like this, all the way on the backside. And I'm stuck. And boom. we're gonna have a line of redstone, just like on the other side, going this direction. Perfect. Okay, and last but certainly not least, on the very bottom, we're going to have a line of hoppers extending the length of the bottom. I'm just gonna go ahead and place this one there for now. I'm gonna actually redirect it this way, so that way, well, actually, I guess I could just do it now. And have it directing into the middle, because this is where my chest is going to be. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. Gonna have that going that way. And we're gonna have this extending all the way around the bottom. And ignoring my poor hopper placement, we're done. That's it. Video's over. Yeah, I was just joking. We're gonna put it in the chest now. I'll show you how to use this dumb thing. So next thing I wanna do is take a double chest sticker. Nope, incorrect. Get back into me. I need my axe, dang it. I took it and I left it behind. We're gonna put a chest, double chest there. We're gonna go ahead and pillar up just like so. We're gonna have a chest layer, This is where your materials are gonna be that you're gonna wanna smelt, and this is your materials where you're gonna wanna put your the fuel. There it is, I was looking for the word. Fuel goes here, smelting items go there. So let's go ahead and test her out. I need to grab some things to smelt. All right, let's go ahead and test her out. I've got tons of netherrack. I don't really need to smelt it up, but I'll go ahead and just stick a whole bunch of that in there. And I brought some blaze rods. We'll go ahead and take these and stick these in here. And if everything was done correctly, this thing should be working in a couple seconds. Right now. Do it right now. Now. Do it now. Blaze of glory. Do it now. Now. Yeah! Well, kind of. Okay, so there are a few problems with this design, meaning for some strange reason, this one never works. So that's a thing. So the way that this design works is, and this one at the end too, for some reason, why aren't you? Oh, because there's stone in there. Okay, so that's the reason that one wasn't working. But the chink in the armor, Ted, for this design is for some strange reason, this furnace in the middle doesn't work ever. I don't know why. Mumbo has no idea why. No one knows why this one doesn't work. So that's a thing. Okay, so the other thing is, the way that this design works is it's basically sending items in equally throughout all of them. And that's the reason I like it, because I'm not gonna have to wait for this one to fill up, then this one to fill up, and so on and so forth until it finally gets down to the bottom. Luckily, because of the way the design works, they all fill up evenly, and I get tons and tons of whatever it is I'm smelting. Isn't that just cool? Other than this one, it works perfectly, and it's stackable. That's the reason I really like it. So, yeah, I love the design. This is the reason I went with this one instead of going with the compact furnace pod. But I think what I'm gonna do off screen, because I don't like the way this looks, so I think I'm gonna recess this down by one. Have this in the ground there. I think I should have done that to begin with. It's a thing. It's fine. And then I'm probably going to start trying to gather enough resources to make another one. I don't have enough hoppers. I have 3 left. I can't believe I had just barely enough to make one of them. Now, like I said, you can make this shorter. Like, you can only have it, you can have this like 1 less or 5 less. It really doesn't matter. It's a stackable design up till, of course, 14. Now, after that point, I don't believe that it works because of how the redstone signal works. I think 14 is maximum. I do believe that's how that works. But, any oozle, that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys had fun today, because I had a ton of fun today. So don't forget, guys, if you ate this video, you know where to put it, but if you did enjoy it, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. And I forgot to show you guys this. I've been working around since, you know, I've been doing things off screen since I've been working with the actual furnace itself, and I started working on towers. Check it out. Besides the ugly rain, I've started working on other towers. Maybe next episode we'll start working around with trying to get this archway going. Well, of course I'm going to be finishing these bad boys off screen, but of course, I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an insight on the times that I've been having by myself. Just having fun. But the problem is, I've run out of spruce wood, so I'm gonna have to work around with that. So, actually, I actually have something that's going to help us get more spruce wood, even though it's a lot easier to, okay. It's a lightning storm. Scared me a little bit. Luckily, I'm underneath this. Okay, so luckily for me, I had a commenter. I completely forgot his name. I told myself I was going to remember, but he mentioned that apparently I have 2 skeleton spawners underneath my island. Usually I don't like spoilers, Usually I really don't like spoilers, but luckily... What in the crap? Did that thing just... Oh, I just... You know, I just remembered something. Can't lightning set fire to things? Maybe I should sleep. The last thing I need is for lightning to strike any of the trees and then light the entire island on fire. But he mentioned that there's 2 skelly spawners underneath the island, but I didn't get angry because I already knew about them. Well, I knew about one of them, but hey, it's a thing. Anyhoozle, don't forget to post any questions, comments, smarters, comment section down there. I love hearing from you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great and wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep before the entire island burns down. Oh my god. Don't strike any of the wood, please. Maybe we'll be working on skeleton spawners soon. Even though, really, what I was getting at, I know we're at the end. I keep forgetting to say this. I keep getting sidetracked. But just cutting down giant trees is a lot faster than using the actual tree forest. Okay, I'm gonna sleep now. I hate lightning storms. I just noticed it too.